Turn me forward. Can't make us mind up whether it's going to be sunny or not.
Hello.
So, when we're done today, you're off to college, is that right?
Yeah.
So when they can drop you off there, smashing.
Yeah.
Righty ho, so let me make sure I've got the right page.
Lesson 6.
That's last week's, you silly Billy. So, Crossroads?
I don't know, I just put out stuff, we don't have to do them all, but like...
We might get a chance to do quite a bit. Crossroads is fairly straightforward because we can do that fairly locally.
Yeah.
Emergency stop we can do if we can find somewhere quiet. Bear parking will need a...
I reckon I need loads of lessons for that.
Well, I don't know. It's what have you done before? Do you think that helps you with that?
What with bay parking? I've done my parallel.
Yeah, you've done the reverse around the corner as well, haven't you? So it's... Is it maybe a combination of those skills? It would be helpful if I went to the right page, wouldn't it? At the end, you fool. Oh, do you know? Oh man. We'll get there in a minute. So reverse to the left we've done. Reverse to the right we'll come back to and do. So if you look at bear parking, well, you're just sort of reversing around the corner, aren't you? So
It's a lot tight, isn't it?
Yeah, that's just, you've just got to, well, it might take a little bit more judging, but it is just a reverse around the corner, isn't it? If you just imagine if you drew a line.
Can you not go straight into it? Do you have to reverse into it?
Yeah, well, you could go straight into it, yeah, that's what most people do, isn't it? Or if there's two sets of bays, you tend to drive through one and go at the other. But as an exercise, this is showing you can control the car, but if you were to draw a line there, it's just a reverse around the corner, isn't it? Once we've done the right-hand reverse, it would be just... It's the same skills. Except this is a real-life skill. You get to use this a lot. It's very rare you reverse around the corner. People just don't do that. So, what have we done? Let's have a look at it. How have we prepared for today? Anything? Not obviously you've done your reflective log. Quiet roads, check if you'll be good yet. Understand the right of how to emerge and an emergency stop. Okay. We chatted about doing a mind map. Did you do one of them or not? You don't get the time.
No.
That's all right. Doesn't matter. We need to work in a way that works for you. So Crossroads, what do you think's different about Crossroads to what we've done so far?
There'll be more observation around you, won't there?
What is it you're looking for, do you think, at Crossroads? I'll find the right page again.
Well, it's straight on and sideways and everything.
Well, that's right. So it's just, you've got other things to think of. We've done the T-junctions emergence, so you know how to give, you know, what the rules are with these traffic. So it's just that new one, isn't it? Or when we're encountering other traffic. This one we've done with the car coming along there, so that's more or less the same as what we've done before. But in these ones here, so if we're coming up there and we're going right and they're turning left, who goes first there, do you reckon?
It says it, don't it?
There's a bit of a giveaway, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because we're crossing their path, same as we would do if we're driving down the road and we're turning right, we give way to the people that are coming ahead. And again, that's the other way around, isn't it?
But they're crossing our path.
So they should wait for us.
But they probably won't.
But we're turning right as well. So that then makes life, well, a bit awkward. So you should go round each other. Nobody ever does that. People go this way on, but of course he's blocking your view, so we've got to be careful. We'll come across those as we do them. So that's this one here. So looking at these beforehand can sometimes help you. So it's deciding who has priority. That's the key. And if we're not sure, it can be difficult. Like here, well, who goes first? This road's clear. It's 2 days wins really, because you're both turning right. You should both give way to traffic going ahead. So the reality is he's probably going to go first because he's there first. So you just have to wait and see what they were going to do. We've got to wait for priority, because priority is something that people give you. You can't take priority. Well, you can, but it can come back and bite you if you do. So it's just about, the rules are the same with the lines and all the other bits and pieces. And we do have some crossroads around here. So what we could do, if you like, From here we'll just do some basic junctiony stuff like we've done already, and then just come up against the crossroads, and just we can either stop and have a chat a bit, or we can just drive around them and have a go and see how it works. Which would you prefer, do you reckon?
What, to try it and then talk about it?
Okay, you want to just have a bash? See how we get on?
With the double lines, is that where you have to stop?
That's a give-way line. If there's people coming, you have to stop. If there's nobody about, you can go. It's when it's a solid line, it becomes a stop line.
And it'll have signs to stop as well.
A stop line should have a sign to stop, but they've always got the white line there, and it normally says stop on the road as well. You know where they use those ones? Any idea?
Where they use it? Don't know where. Probably because it's like maybe a faster road, maybe, I don't know.
Could be. Or you've got a limited view. It's generally places where, if they didn't have it, then there might be accident. These stop lines also appear where there's traffic lights, so that tells you where to stop. But we'll deal with those as we come to them. Let's have a little drive around and come across some and see how we get on. That seem like a plan. Once we've exhausted that, we'll maybe look at emergency stop. If we get that done quickly, we'll maybe see if we've got time to do a bit.
Is that to go out? That kind of arrow?
That's a giveaway. Tells you that's the giveaway sign. So where you haven't got it on a sign at the side of the road, which looks like that, they sometimes put it on the road.
Right.
Not always. But the double lines tell you that it's a giveaway. What about if there's no lines?
Like the Warren Carlton.
What about them?
I don't know. You just have to be careful.
Yeah. It's like here. You know, there's no lines to tell you. The locals probably treat this one like the main road and this one like you've got a giveaway, but you don't know for sure. The locals might think that's the main road, so you just eyes open all the time, and if there's somebody about, wait and see what they're going to do. That's the safest bet. Then you're always right. These ones we've already done, which is good. So we'll just see, that's how people normally do it, but you should do it that way. Go around each other. Any idea why you would do it that way?
Well, you could be crossing into that road anyway. Like, you're not meant to cross.
That's right.
So that would be more better, but I don't think people would do.
Well, they don't, but if you also have a look, in our line of sight here, this is a big blind spot. Whereas if you go around each other, you can see down the road then. So that's the better one for visibility, but most people are not like you.
Can you still do it that way though?
That's how, if he does it that way, there's no way you're going around him, is there? In some places, you'll find that there's lane markings to tell you to do it that way. Traffic lights sometimes get marked that way, so they're pointing you in the direction you need to go. But each junction's different. It's a case of working out what you've got and deciding what you need to do with it.
Could you wait though till he's gone?
You could. During the day, you can get eye contact as well. That might give you a bit of an idea. Or they might go, after you. You never know. Let's have a
test. You couldn't really do that, could you?
yeah. It's what they want to see on test is that you're able to fit in with the world around you, and that you're not creating safety issues for anybody. So if you've clearly worked out what's what, then you should be all right. Get yourself comfy, and we'll be off. So how about we do one or two little junctions to start with, just to warm up?
I'll be fine though.
Righty-ho. On you go when you're ready. Again, because we're practicing something new, I've got your back.
Yeah.
But if you need help, you can always shout up. Onwards and upwards.
Onwards.
Down to the end, turn left.
Forget how to drive from the start. So I should never turn my wheel first, should I?
Well, if somebody blocked you in, you wouldn't have any choice, but it's best not to. Sometimes it's unavoidable, but it's not good for your car. Lovely smooth pull away. Left at the end of the road.
Left.
Yes, please. So he's caused you an issue straight away, I don't know where he's parked. So this is another one of those things. We've got priority here, but if somebody's not going to let you have it, you're pretty much snookered, aren't you? So roundabouts are a form of crossroads, really. And they just put the thing in the middle to help you. Left at the end of the road.
I shouldn't have started on that.
What caused that, do you think?
I was in second.
That's alright. These things that happen like that, they're what we call learning triggers. Something hasn't worked the way you wanted it. We learn from it. So we're quite happy about these things.
Like my dad said, try and like when you're going round, like try get to your fourth or something he said. So
I think the important thing is that we gain a feel for what the car's telling us. So does this feel like the right speed?
yeah, because I can still slow down if you get me. Like I don't know. Like round, do you have to go right slow round here?
Well, you need to be travelling at a speed where you could stop comfortably if there was something in your field of view. So you need to be travelling at the speed where you can stop in the distance you can see to be clear. So you can judge that for yourself, really. It's all about developing feel of speed. So roundabout ahead. When we get there, we'll take the road to the left, please, which is the first exit.
So I can.
So we can go here because we have priority,
Right, okay.
but you need to keep an eye on them in case they won't let you have it. So thank you. So the nice thing about roundabouts is you get a good view.
The first left.
Yes, please. So the important thing is travelling at the right speed and then being in the right gear for that speed.
Was that right?
Did it feel right?
Yeah.
Felt alright to me.
Yeah.
So I meant in general driving, continuing the gear thing. So you can get into fourth here. However, as you come off the gas, can you feel that it slows you down? If you're in fourth, it wouldn't slow you down as much. So you're able to balance the car.
So
using the
third
gas.
down here would be is alright.
Probably alright, yeah. Well, now they're in your own bit, try it in fourth, see how it feels. So both of those gears work okay for this speed.
I think I'm in four. Am I in four?
Yeah. So now as you balance it, try some on, some off. It doesn't quite react the same, does it?
No.
You try it in third and get the feel of it. So now you can adjust with
Yeah.
little movements. So it's at the roundabout. We'll take the road to the right, please. It's the third exit.
Third.
So because we're going past 12 o'clock, signal right on approach. Just where that van's going. So being in the right gear for the speed gives us what we call, you can use acceleration sense. You can balance the car using the gas. Or lack of gas. Take a little look up the inside of the cars. That can give you a bit of an idea. We're always looking for information. And this is the right speed here because you just don't know what he's going to do to you.
So I wonder if can you fail for going too slow, like
No.
really slow?
You can fail for going too slow when you don't need to. Like say for example you were doing...
So is this 20? I'm doing 20 now down here.
Yeah.
But
Why?
would that be fine?
Yeah.
Because there's a park.
Yeah, it's parked, there's cars.
So if they did say
If we-
that, like, why did you go 20?
Pull up on the left just down here, maybe just before that lamppost. 20 be okay. What you need to do is drive at a speed that's appropriate for the road and traffic conditions. Now, on a night time, you might get away with driving a little bit quicker because there's no kids at the park, or if it was school holidays, or if there was no parked cars, then you might be okay. But because there's parked cars, there's the chance of kids running around, there's a park there, and you're notching the speed off. So 30's it's not a target, it's the maximum. Well, I think people see it as a target. So you've got to drive, you're getting it right all the time. When you look at what you're doing, your speed's right for the situation. That's what they're looking at. So it's not like a case of, you've got to do this or you've got to do that. You've got to react to the traffic and the situation, road and traffic situations around you, which you're doing. Did it feel comfy coming down there? Could you have stopped easily if somebody, like when you went past him, you slowed down even more? So that's what it's all about. So as you look ahead here, you see there's a crossroads. You see how they're turned. So, but you can see it puts them both on the wrong side of the road as they're turning to begin with.
Yeah.
So you can see the giveaway line, see the giveaway line on the road. So you get that from both directions. On this road, you would get the triangle, which was the other way up, with a cross on it like that shows you that it's a crossroads. So we'll go up here and we'll follow the road ahead.
Yeah. Why? Okay.
So you can see that the roads are slightly offset, aren't they? So you've got to kind of try and get your position so you can get into the normal driving position on the other road, but not cross those lines. If that makes sense. So here you're going to have to see if they were going ahead, they'd have to go forward and probably do a little kink.
You know, if I were on the other side going down, oh, it don't matter.
No, go on.
No, I'm just like, when you set off, like, when I'm in my mate's car, right, she's going up an hill, and she will, like, let's say she were in third or something, she'd have to go down to second to get up the hill.
Yeah.
So if I were going up that hill and I were going up in second, do you reckon I'd do it, or do I go to first, or I don't know.
We'll show you our bash and see how it works.
I don't know.
Trust that the one thing that you've got that's really outstanding, and you know, you've got a great feel for the car. The car, you let the car tell you. You're listening to the car. So try it. Do what you think's right.
Okay.
I trust you, so you should too.
I'm glad you trust me. I don't need to signal, do I?
Correct, there's nobody about.
Should I just stay in first until I get there?
You can do. We maybe could have got to second and then back to the first, but that's fine. So we're going to go ahead, so we don't need to signal. So consider your position, and then once you've got the right view, you may or may not be able to go.
I can't see.
So what we'll do is exactly what you're doing and creep forward till you can.
Now we're setting off fast. I can't set off fast yet.
Oh, you can, you know.
Should I try?
Well, go on then, do what you think you need to do.
I don't know. Right, no one's coming. So I just have to put more gas on like that.
There you go.
And now I'm uphill, do you reckon?
Try it. How does it feel?
Good.
There you go.
I didn't think I could do it, but it's fine. I won't be able to go up in third, would I?
Third might be a stretch here. They would probably struggle.
What's speed limit with school?
Well, it's still 30, but at this time it's probably all right. You know, 11:15, but at 12 o'clock it might not be. So again, base it on what you can see. So you can see it'll pull fairly firm in second.
What if a cow coming down? I'd have to stop on that hill. It'd be awful.
Well, they would have to wait, wouldn't they? Because you're already in the gap. There's nowhere for you to go.
Right.
So as you can see here, because it's not too much of a hill, third's fine. Some nice junctions up here we can play with.
I feel like I'm going. I feel like I'm going too slow.
We'll take the next road on the left. Just past where he is.
This red, let's play.
This one just up here.
I thought you meant down there.
So again, here you've reduced your speed. Although this is a 30, was that the right speed to travel? Do you think?
Yeah, because I thought that van was going to take up all our room.
And he did.
I don't know. He did.
So again, you're getting feedback from the car all the time. You just got to learn to listen to it. So what about this situation?
Really sharp end. Like a sharp corner, I can't see, can I?
Nope.
So you keep reducing your speed till you can see.
That's it. And then take the gear that's appropriate for that speed.
I think I slowed down quite a bit much.
Okay.
I'd have failed on that.
No. Better to slow too much than not enough. Might you have considered beeping your horn there, do you think? Just to let people know that you're about.
Could you?
You could.
Well, I won't get done for it then.
Oh no. If you thought that it was going to help or warn somebody, then that's the right thing to do. Where here, it's reasonably open. You can get a view through the hedge as
Yeah,
well.
you can.
So you don't need to slow down quite so much.
Just try not to go out corner widely, I guess.
Well, you didn't. That was fine. Sometimes you're not faced with a choice because it is so tight, or there's things that force you out. Again, we have priority. Just make sure you've got it. You never know.
Do you trust me, Bob?
I do. I've got a brake at this side as well, which helps. When we get to the end of the road, we'll turn the road to the right, please.
Okie dokie.
Odd shape, this one.
Oh yeah, which way is it? Is this
So
one?
we'll stick on our side here.
This side?
Yep. See the give way
I
at
thought
the
that's
top.
where you come in though.
No, they're on the other side. So you can see the double dot light this side tells you where you're at.
And right, okay. To the right.
Yes, please. Think about your gear. That's the one.
Yeah, you help.
Well done.
I can't see though.
It's tricky, so what can you do about that?
Creep forward.
Absolutely. Just like that.
I've got my brake as well. It's fine.
So it's all about getting the right speed for the situation. What's your manager, no, please?
Trying to do all my.
So we have priority, but he wasn't going to give us it, was he?
No, but I won't anyway.
And he said thank you, so that's nice.
Right, so I'm going to be really careful what I'm.
Because there was nowhere for him to go, was there?
No,
Once
there
he's in the
wasn't.
gap.
Oh, this is scary. It's fine now.
So this time we're coming the other way to the crossroads.
Which way are we going straight on
We'll go
again?
ahead again, yes please.
Yeah.
We'll just come at it from all the different angles. So again, you'll feel this time as you come off the gas, the lower gear is helping you because it kind of, you can feel it just holding you back, can't you?
Oh, self in second.
It's okay, it's downhill. How's the car feel? One complaining, was it?
Good. Second alright? I don't know.
Well, that's the thing, you can put in the third. If it's not right, you can take it back. Remember, we're still just like developing feel and developing our skills. So there's nothing wrong with experimenting with stuff and see if does it work, does it not work. Does this feel the right speed? Left at the roundabout, please. It's the first exit. Does it feel like the right gear?
I'm still in third, aren't I?
Yeah, it's okay then. It served us for what we needed it for there. Well done.
Sorry.
But you might need first to pull away.
Yeah. It's like a hill start into.
Well done. Excellent. You caught it.
Proper revving it now. 'Cause I
That's
can't-
okay. The important thing is that we caught it and didn't let it stall. Mighty impressive. Another roundabout ahead. We'll take the first exit.
First exit. Do I still need to signal?
You do.
It's really massive, don't it?
Yeah, it is quite large, this roundabout.
Have I caught it?
Not quite.
My
Good
bad.
effort though.
This is like really embarrassing. I've nearly stalled. Well,
So what are you going to need to do here, do you think? You need first. I would stick the handbrake on, and then you've got it held still so you've got plenty of time.
Handbrake on.
Yeah. And then find your bike, then let the handbrake go.
I've already
All right, you've got it,
caught
okay. I'll shut up.
I did have it. You go.
Now then, have a think about it here. We're on a hill, so you're going to need gas to get away.
Yeah.
Lovely. Well done. Excellent stuff. Cool under pressure.
It was under pressure. It was not.
So we'll to the next exit. So we're approaching the crossroads from a different angle this time.
Yeah.
So you can see it already. There is a sign, but you might not see it because it might be hidden by the trees. What we'll do is when we get there, we'll take the road to the left. So there's the crossroads sign.
Taking to the left?
Yeah, so we're following that green car.
What's it doing?
There you go. That's well done. Cool.
I kept my clutch in there.
Did you feel how it just picked the speed up a little?
Yeah.
You controlled it though, it's the main thing. It's also nice that you spotted that there was an issue. Obviously the green car wasn't going. So you're thinking to yourself, why is it not going? And then the answer came, the big wagon. So lots of little bits and pieces there that are working really quite well. So what we'll do is...
I can't believe I stalled it.
Oh, the stalls on either over there. We'll get round the corner. The roundabout there again, we'll take the first road again. And then we'll pull over and have a little review.
Go up that hill again?
Yeah,
Or
but we'll
pull
stop
up
first.
before?
We'll pull up before you. It's review time. See how we're doing. See how you feel.
Oh, my third.
It's okay. You've sorted it out now. Into this next and you should find a spot to pull over on the left. Just after the junction.
After.
Yeah.
I know what after
So
is.
they ran a little bit of it. Yeah. Just here, I'll do it nicely.
Oh, is that alright?
Yeah, that's fine. And then relax. So how's all that working?
Alright.
That was a big... Didn't say it's alright. It doesn't sound alright with a...
That really scared me.
Have a think about that though. You sorted it out, didn't you? Under pressure. With the van quite close behind. So
I
that's
know we
all
were right. If I went back into him then,
I wouldn't have let you.
I know, but
But you didn't. It was lovely work. You were finding it on with the brake and stuff, but that would have really caused you an issue trying to get the weight of the car moving away without any gas on up a hill this steep.
I know I don't usually put gas on, do I?
No, well, when you're on the level, finding the bike that way, that's great. But when it's this sort of situation, you're always better off. Once you've stopped, handbrake on, that keeps the car still. Gas, bite, go. Which is what you did the second time. But that's fine. What about the other stuff we're doing? What about Crossroads? How are we doing with those?
I think I'm alright.
There's all sorts of little things happened as we're going around there, and you're making the adjustments. There's a couple of occasions where you went, oh, I'm in the wrong gear. But the important thing is that you realised it, and then you just sorted it out. That's what it's all about. We I don't even like to call them mistakes. Things happen, and we learn from them. That's what it's all about. You know, you're not born able to do these things. Anything you want to add? Anything you want to ask?
Am I alright with my mirrors?
What do you reckon?
I try to. I think I'm.
It's your mirror work needs to be at a level. It's not about making sure you turn your head or making sure you check this one, then you check this one. It's about being aware of what's around you. Would you say you were aware of what's around you?
I think so.
Yeah, because you're acting accordingly. One thing that we might need to look at is think about the blind spot as we pull away, but that's all right. I had a quick check. I've only stopped it once. So that's still a work in progress. You know, we don't have to get everything absolutely perfect straight away. We're making progress here. You're adjusting. You're fitting in with the world around you. That's the most important stuff. That's what makes good drivers. People who react to what's around them. We're trying another loop.
Do you check blind spots when you've only stopped and then start again?
Yeah.
And then
Just
set
before
off?
you set off again, just in case somebody's got it. Like say for example, see the gate there.
Yeah.
Somebody came out of that gate, they could get into your blind spot. So it's just a quick check.
But like when I come onto a new road, I don't have to check blind spots. Just
No,
my
you just
mirrors.
check your mirrors, so that's it. Exactly right.
Okay.
See, you knew
Right,
all the
so
time.
I'm gonna need gas now.
Well, have a play with it. Do what you
It's
think's
really
right.
steep.
It is.
I haven't done hill starts for my first lesson.
That's all right. You can manage it. Just trust yourself. Go with your gut feeling. Just bang, sort it out and off you go. You can do it without even thinking about it. Does that feel right? Well, let the handbrake go and we'll see.
Oh, what's that?
That's the suspension creaking, it's fine.
Is that
You go.
bad?
No. As you get the bite in, the back of the car dips and it's just the suspension springs squeaking.
So if a car come now, I'd have to stop, I'd have to put my handbrake on.
Yeah.
I didn't put that, it's fine. First
Well,
exit.
there's nobody. Yes, please. There's nobody about to signal to, so we're not too bothered about that. There you go.
I was scared to change. Can't really do a lot in first, can you? Other than just get
No,
off the
it's
road.
just to get you going. So this time at the crossroads, let's take the road to the right.
So, right. So I'll stay in second then.
You can do, because second's holding you back nicely on the hill, isn't it?
There's a lady crossing.
That's it. Excellent. Well done.
And
That's just a case of making sure you turn
Oh, I
into your
know.
half of the road.
yeah, and then like I'm on the other side of the road, then I just
And then
realise.
that's fine. First road on the left. Nicely done. What was that? It's just an extension of what you've done already, isn't it, really?
Yeah. Just yeah. I don't know what I'm about. My gears and that. It's just properly like scared me.
Well, the key thing is, I think, when you've gone with your gut feeling with the gear, you've been right every time, haven't you? We'll take
You've
them-
reminded me that I
It's
was
okay,
forgetting.
occasionally. Next road on the left. Let's just do this little snicket.
Would I get done for putting my signal on though?
No, that's fine.
I
You're going
don't-
from one road to another, so that's okay.
And I wouldn't need this on because this is for going that way anyway, isn't it?
But I think it's always best to signal one road to another. There's our crossroads sign again.
1 second.
This time we'll go ahead. So we have priority here.
But
Nobody
still-
should do anything. But it's always
Right.
best, check your mirror, see what's behind, and as you come up to it, just flick your eyes like right and left. No, you can carry on though. Don't encourage him out.
I'm scared.
So you have to be careful though that we don't invite him out. So you need to be aware. He did come quick, didn't he?
Yeah,
We'll
that's
take the
why.
next road on the left.
could have gone a
just
bit
where this
over.
centre road reservation is. So this is actually a crossroads too. So just have a quick look, make sure nobody's going to jump. And that's exactly the right speed.
My sister lives around here.
And the next road on the left. And left
What
at
do
the
I
end
do
of
with
the road.
this man?
There's
I'm not
Keely.
gonna run over him. No. The left.
Yes, please.
Is it bad setting off in second? I set off second. That was
Depends on
really
the circumstances. Left at the end of this road.
Because
Here you couldn't set off in second because you're uphill. That
Yeah.
last one, you were downhill.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But like, what am I doing?
Well done.
Damn. I can't do this. I can't do it. I can do it.
So again, once you've stopped, stick the handbrake on, then the car can't go anywhere. Then you've got plenty of time to set your gas, find your right.
Oh. Okay. So I can
Yeah,
do with gas as well now.
you
Can't I?
can. And then it makes life a little bit easier getting the car going, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's lovely. Fantastic. At the crossroads this time, to the road to the right. Bit of cool air? Oh, it's too much.
Right, I'm in second. Do you reckon I can do it?
I would probably use first, just in case you need to get out quick. You
Right.
could use second there, but it might happen. You see this guy's coming now. You might
Yeah.
want to get out
Be
a
a
little
bit more
quicker.
faster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but second would have worked because you're downhill. I think you've done the right thing by getting up to speed once you're on the road. Get out of his way, which is fine.
Which is 30 now.
It is. Next road on the left, please.
Oh, I'm still in second.
That's okay.
Who has priority? Me.
We do, yeah. Because they're crossing our path.
Can I do third up here then?
Try it and see.
Yeah.
How does it feel? You've got usable power. You can make the car slow. You can make the car do what you want just using the gas.
Yeah.
Try fourth, see how it feels.
Not far.
Yeah. See if it's like a bit. It'll do it, but it's not happy about it, is it?
No, because I'm still 20. Do you get what I mean? Where am I going?
Straight ahead.
Oh, I thought I was going home then.
What do you think? You've been naughty and being sent home. That's it. You're going home. So like say sometimes for the same speed you can use different gears. And it just gives you different, as you can see here, you've just come off the gas and it just slows the car down on its own. Yet in third you've still got usable power. You can be able to keep the car nicely balanced.
Was that the right speed?
Did it
'Cause I
feel
don't-
right?
Well, yeah, it was quite tight that I think. So
It was.
I don't want to
If you're not
crash
sure,
into any.
slow it to a speed that you're comfortable with. That's the most important thing. Where you feel you can deal with whatever's ahead of you. We'll take the second road on the right, please.
Oh, dickhead. Mine third.
You are, but you still manage it. That's all right. Second right. This one's the first. Just past where they are. Take clutch back up. You can feel the engine pulling you back down.
That was really, yeah. Do you know what I mean? I was on the other side of the road. It's a sharp corner.
So you can see once the clutch is in, speed picks up quick, doesn't it?
Yeah. Thank you.
Alright. That's what I'm here for.
See, if I was actually going 30 around that corner, I wouldn't have been able to stop in time. I don't think. And it would have been awful.
It would have been difficult, that's for sure. Yeah, it must match your speed to the road and traffic conditions. Right at the end of the road, please. These potholes are getting worse.
Right. I remembered. Do you reckon I'd have to have that on then?
You could do it the way you were going to, but this'll work too.
There's no one behind me, so that's why I'm trying it.
That's alright,
So
it's
I can
fine.
get used to it.
Absolutely. Nothing wrong with a bit of experimentation.
I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't know. I wait till my clutch is like, gives me a bite before I put any gas down. Is that wrong?
Nope.
So is that,
Next road on the right.
so like then I tried to do more gas, but then it did that. So should I just carry on what I
Just
usually
do what you usually do. It works fine. We'll go right at the end of the road. Yes, what you've been doing works just fine.
Would I get done for doing this as well? Because I
Nope.
want next to it.
Nope. Not at all. Part of the problem with learning to drive is everybody has tons of advice for you, don't they?
Is he going to wait for me? Yes.
Just make sure though. He did, but he might have caught
And
those
he's-
by accident.
He stopped.
But you can see clearly that that's what he's doing. So that's fine.
I think I'm going fast. So be careful, you're around the corner.
And then again, we'll take the second road on the right.
Is it? It's my priority.
It is. But you're right to hang back just in case. So, next road on the right.
I should.
So again, the problem there.
I shouldn't have gone to first, should I?
No, second would have been okay. But that's alright, we'll pull up on the left and then in a safely inconvenient place. We'll have a little review. And then maybe think about something else. That'll do nicely.
But it's not outside someone's.
Well, there you go.
Was he in first then?
I think so. So, how about that last little section we've done? Talk me through some of that. How's that all feel? Okay. We seem to have some doubts in our mind about gears at the minute. Tell me about that.
No, it's just. You have to, like, tell me every time.
A couple of times, but I'm just noticed that you seem to be doubting yourself today.
Asking all of it.
Where before you hadn't, and you've gone back to doing what you were doing before, and that's working okay. It's difficult. You think back. Remember the lesson where everything was going really nicely, and then I started giving you some instruction on what to do, and it messed it all up, didn't it? It feels like you're trying to follow somebody else's set of instructions.
No.
Just when you've gone with your gut feeling, you get it right every time, don't you? Every time. So I think the key thing, trust that, because it'll work for you. Because it's worked every time so far. And you know when you're thinking, oh, should I, shouldn't I? Just do it. If it goes wrong, don't matter. We learn from that. So how do you feel about Crossroads? How do you think they're going? They're not bad, is it?
Yeah, I understand them.
For a first bash. What we're going to be doing is, of course, doing more and more and more of them, and they'll gradually get busier and busier and busier. But we'll do, we're maybe looking at the targets for, and again, remember, we're always looking at the targets for the level we're at now. Let me find a pen. I had one before.
Right. I know as priority when turning left, right and going straight ahead at crossroads. Yes. I know which signs and road markings are associated with crossroads and what they mean, yeah. I know the difference between crossing and approaching traffic nearby. Near side to near side. What's that, so like that as well?
That's where we, yeah.
Turn left at a simple crossroads from either the main road. Yeah.
Yep, we've done that, yeah. We did it from every angle. We haven't done lots of them, but...
Turn right at a simple crossroads from either the main road or the side roads. So we've done it all, haven't we? Follow the road ahead at a simple crossroads either the main road. No, we've just done all these. What's that? Difficult crossroads.
We'll do those later. With the problem we have here in Pontefract is we don't have too many of them. The two crossroads are done, that's all we've got. But we'll start the obviously traffic light control ones, and there's a staggered crossroads where the cobbler is. which we'll come to a little later, so we'll maybe leave that one till we come back later. So at the bottom, have a look afterwards at these pages and see whether you're doing it using your mirrors correctly. And signals 172, 173, I'll tell you what the test conditions are. This is the bit that'll always answer your questions on test. Will I fail for that? Will I pass for that? What do I want? What do they want from me? So use of mirrors when you're signalling, changing direction, changing speed. Are we doing that? Yeah. And then your signals, are you giving them where they're necessary, correctly, and are you timing them properly? What do you
I
reckon?
think so.
Yeah, there you go. Easy peasy, isn't it?
Change directions, like.
Well, that's when you're moving, say if you had to change lanes, that kind of stuff, but we haven't had to do much of that. But at crossroads, we're looking at, are you signalling correctly and in good time? Yeah.
Like, I was at that kind of bit that side because I was leaning the top.
Well, I mean, you're
That other
changing
car
position
was
there. Yeah, but you're checking your mirrors before you do that, so that's fine.
Would it be alright?
Yeah.
Would you
It's
fail me on it?
no. Well, it depends on how you did it. You see, the key thing is if you did something that made somebody change direction or speed, you'll get a mark. If you haven't, you won't. For example, the taxi driver coming down that way, if we'd made him stop, you'd get a mark. But because he stopped and let you through, it doesn't matter. But it's the same situation. So again, it's we get ourselves into the position where we think that, well, if you do this, you get that mark. That's not how it works.
Why would I get a mark from him if I made him stop? But because I would have already been in there.
But if you made him stop where he could have come through and you stopped him, I mean, not because he'd already stopped. But if we'd forced the issue, made him stop, then you get a mark.
But then I'd already be halfway, so we would have to stop.
Oh yeah, if you're in the gap. But if if you were both coming along and you were both the same distance from the gap and you forced the issue and made him slow down.
Well, that's not fair then, because then he would have done it.
We mustn't make somebody change direction or speed. That's the key thing. If we do, we get a mark.
What if he got taught that as well? He'd just be there for ages, wouldn't he?
And then that's when you both stop, somebody flashes the lights, then they go, you shouldn't. It's those situations where there's no road markings at the crossroads. Nobody technically has priority, so you've got to just work it out and do the best that you can. But if you've not made anybody change direction or speed, then you're alright. If they've waited for you, like he did, that's fine. So, you also said perhaps about emergency stop.
Yeah.
Tell me what you know about that.
I had to do it over last
You
week.
did?
But
You did, because that guy stepped out from behind the wagon, didn't he?
yeah, and I thought I was going to kill him. But I was going really slow, so it was fine.
I think he thought so as well, because he hadn't looked before he stepped out. That's what you're demonstrating, an ability to do that. Now, we did it at a fairly slow speed, because you'd matched your speed to the situation, which is why you were able to do it. So in the real world, you should never have to do one. That's the thing. So, let's stick with it again. You should never really have to do an emergency stop, because you should be aware of your surroundings and taking the right observations. However, that's not how life is. So that's the
difference between thinking distance, braking distance, and overall stopping distance.
What do I mean by that? Well, thinking distance is the time between you going "Huh!" and hitting the brake. So you're thinking about it. I mean, you don't go, should I brake? Or should I not? It's the time between you seeing the potential danger and getting your foot to the brake.
I did.
You did great. How long do you think it took you to get to the brake?
I just went boom.
How long do you think that was?
I don't know.
Well, stick your foot over the gas. And if I say stop, it's pretty quick, isn't it?
You didn't even say stop.
No, I know. But for this exercise, I'm gonna, because we're gonna pretend it's an emergency.
And I'd have to put my clutch in at the same time.
You don't have to. It stops the engine stalling, which is useful, but you don't have to. The most important thing is that we stop.
It'd stall though.
It would, but it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter for emergency stop.
No. In a real life situation, the most important thing is that you hit the brake. You would, and if you're travelling at a bit more speed, you'd leave the clutch up. You know, like we need the engine braking coming into the junction there. It'll slow you down a bit, so the clutch goes down just before you stop. So it's braking, clutch. That took you probably half a second. Maybe even a little less, because you were quick. At 30 miles an hour, any idea how far you'd travel in half a second?
With it going on. don't know.
You're probably going to travel somewhere about 22.5 feet, because at 30 miles an hour you're doing 45 feet a second. So 22.5 feet's quite a way. It's probably the end of that hedge. So that's how far you'd have travelled before you even got the brake on.
Well, that's 30. You'd do well. That'd knock your brakes up, wouldn't it?
No, these things are bulletproof. So your braking distance is then the length. Is then the length of time it takes the car to stop. Well, at 30 miles an hour, you're probably, I've got them in here. I do it in feet. I haven't got Merrick. It's still going to take you, I mean, overall, 30 miles an hour takes you 75 feet to stop. Which is quite scary, really.
Yeah, because most roads around here are 30. And if a little kiddie ran out.
And people think that if they just hit the brake, the car's going to stop immediately. It doesn't. You've got to get to the brake, and you'll have travelled a bit of distance, and then you've got to get the car to stop. Now, there's other things to take into account. Any idea what they might be that might make you take longer to stop?
Rain, weather.
Yeah, on the dry road you'll stop quick. On the wet you don't get as good a grip. On the ice and snow, even more. How about the driver? What might that impact have, do you think?
Driver for stopping.
Do you think it makes a difference how you are on that day? So if you're tired, for example, you might be slower to the brake. If you're not feeling very well, that
You
kind
might
of stuff.
not be aware of anything around you. You might not even use your brake.
Yeah. I mean, imagine, if you've got a blinding headache, them ones you get you behind the eyes and say, I mean, really, you shouldn't drive when you're in that state. But if you are, that's going to affect your reaction time. So what we want to do, and what they'll ask you to do on the test, is to simulate an emergency. So the guy will say to you something like, shortly, I'll ask you to stop as though it was an emergency. The signal will be like this. Stop.
Would you just say it randomly, or would you prepare you to?
He'll prepare you. He'll stop you at the side of the road, just like we are, and he says, shortly I'll ask you to stop an emergency. The signal will be like this. Stop. I'm going to check it around before I give you the signal. Please wait for the signal, because I don't want you smacking the brake on when you do that. And he'll check behind, make sure there's nobody there. And if there is somebody there, he won't do it. Once he's sure it's clear, he'll give you the signal. Stop. Just wants you to stop the car quickly and under control. Now, under control we mean not skidding. If you're on a wet road and you hit the brakes hard, the car wheels will lock. However, on this car we've got what we call ABS, anti-lock braking system. If the wheels lock, the computer will let the brake off and put it back on. Dozens of times a second. You'll feel it under your foot as it kicks in. It's like and it'll vibrate on your foot. That's the ABS kicking in, which is great, because what it means is it means you can still steer. Because once the wheels are locked and sliding, you can't steer. You turn the wheel as much as you want, and the car will just go in a straight line. ABS stops that happening, so it's quite handy. Fancy go?
Down here.
Yeah.
And I have to check. No one goes around when it tells me to.
Yeah. Once you've stopped, no, I'll check all around, and then once I say stop, just hit the brake. Once you've stopped, you need to do all-round observation before you move off again. Because in a real life situation, if it was an emergency, people might be running out from all directions to see what's going on.
How fast am I going?
Well, just drive at a normal speed for the road.
I don't want whiplash. I don't know. I'm not going 30. I always go like.
I just drive
Can you
the speed
get done
of
for
it.
doing like really slow?
No. Thing is, you're not really slow. You're matching your speed to the road and traffic conditions. Where the road's been open, you've got up to 30.
Is that because
That's just the springs going.
it wants to let go?
Yeah.
How fast am I gonna go? I'm scared.
Stop.
So I'd have to properly press it down.
Handbrake neutral. Start the engine. So we've stalled. Doesn't matter. The most important thing is the brake.
Oh,
It's best your air up now, look. So what he'll say is, thank you, I won't ask you to do that again. Drive
Was
on
that
with it.
alright?
How did it feel?
Not. I could have proper front.
You could have stopped quicker, couldn't
Yeah,
you?
but-
Probably. But we stopped quick. We're under control. But we'll have another couple of goes, maybe a little bit higher speed. So before you move off, both blind spots, and off you go. If we get the chance, we'll do another one. But if we take the first road on the right,
Like I could. I've never had to break that far down.
no,
So was that fine going? I
that was
don't
okay.
know.
Do you think you could stop it quicker than that?
Yeah, but I do it
Well,
myself.
let's have it. Well, you've got the wheel to hold on to. Let's have a bash and see. So, both blind
Oh.
spots, all round before you move.
All round behind me.
Yeah,
Right.
you've
So
got to
there's
be
no one
absolutely
about.
certain there's nobody about before you move. I would say the first road on the right. Cat looks hard.
What cat?
Sat on the side of the road, giving us a cold, icy stare.
Because my signal came off, is it still fine?
Yeah,
Could I have
it's
gone
okay.
round a bit sharper? Like,
What do you mean, like
that? Yeah.
Yeah, but you've left enough room for somebody to come out. This is where it becomes difficult, where there's no road markings. You've just got to imagine they're there and try and get the best position you can. Go right at the end of the road. Again,
Like
if-
me staying on this side, not going back and then forth. Is that
Yeah.
still alright?
Yeah. So if you imagine there's a white line here and a white line down the other road, you've got to try and just get the best position you can.
Oopsie. Oopsie. I can't see. Why is it still going? I put my handbrake on. Am I going left?
Yeah, that's fine.
Did you say left?
I didn't, but that's okay.
Or
Didn't matter. The next road on the left.
I don't know what I'm doing. I do. Don't be scared.
And then left at the end of this road. And then we'll take the first left after that, which takes us back onto that bottom road and we'll have another bash. As long as there's nobody behind us.
You won't.
I'll just move your bag onto the floor, because that's where it'll end up otherwise.
Is that sharp corner as well?
It is.
I know.
The Y junction.
What should
Well
I
done.
do with that guy?
What do you reckon?
Well, he's coming straight out, so it's fine.
You're better off not being involved, aren't you?
I mean, it's fine. I'm down now.
It is, correct.
But am I still going up? It's fine. It's fine. I'm doing it.
Now we'll take the first road on the left. Potholes again, worse. And if we get the chance along here, we'll do another emergency stop.
Down this road.
Yeah, just follow the road ahead. Got to pick up a bit more speed.
More speed.
Yeah.
I'm not going to third down.
Stop. You feel the ABS kick in?
Yeah.
Did it vibrate through your foot?
Well,
You hear
that's
like da-da-da, that's
it
fine.
skidded.
It only momentarily skidded and then the ABS kicked in and let the wheels off. Start the engine. Thank you. I won't ask you to do that again.
So that's fine, yeah?
Yep. Drive on again when you're ready.
You have to check that.
Well, they'll sometimes lock in. Mine more so than yours because it's you held yourself. I don't. I throw myself against it. Right. So what we'll do is we'll pull forward and just park on the left just before this junction.
Awesome. Oh, before.
Well, maybe a little bit after now because he's taken our spot, hasn't he?
Should. Am I fine? I'm fine here.
Well, we're still a little bit out in the road, aren't we?
Oh, are we?
Yeah. Let's take the next road on the left.
Oh, next one. Oh, no.
And then we'll find a convenient place to stop on the left up this road. You notice the boy in the red car there? The guy that was driving like a lunatic, there's a kiddie in the car.
Was there?
Brilliant. And then left at the end of this road.
Where am I parking?
We'll go right at the end of this road and you should find a spot along there. That's the theory.
So with this, this would be more that would be more that. Do you get me? Oh, I'm running out now. Where am I parking?
Just in between those cars. In fact, I tell you what, do you want to pull up alongside the third car and reverse back in behind them?
Yeah. Okay. Do you reckon I can?
All right, you can do anything you want.
Right, so I'm
And just go straight alongside them and then reverse back in. Ah, rats.
Can they get by?
They can.
Can I just reverse? I thought I could go further back. Your tyres are going to be awful now.
So this is one of those situations where you're not faced with a choice but do it, aren't you?
Can
That's
I do
fine.
it?
You will. That's fine.
I'll lock it. I could still think.
Yeah, of course you can.
Am I a bit too close now?
No, that's fine. That'll be okay. And then reverse back in once you're ready.
I want my wheels straight, so. Is that straight?
Yeah, nearly. It'll be the T's the right way up. It'll be straight. The T on the steering.
Like that?
Yeah. So at the minute
That's
it's
straight.
along and up. Make this bit at the bottom.
That's straight. No.
That's it. Yeah. On you go when you're ready.
Ooh. I've done it in ages. Right, I can do this.
Of course you can.
I'm closer this time, aren't I?
It's how we end up that matters.
I think I've done it.
I think you have.
Fine.
Yeah. What's the matter with that? Within 2 car lengths, they normally say, which means there should be a car length in between you and him. Well, none is there.
So that's fine.
That's brilliant.
Alright.
So, how was all that? How did the emergency stop feel?
Good.
Gonna mark the targets off? Hope it goes on the right page, wouldn't it? Emergency stop. Whoops.
I know what might prevent a car from stopping within their own course. Yeah, so is that how long distance it would?
Yeah, that's we're talking about, other things like the driver, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we were under 30, weren't we?
Yeah, we were. But we'll do it at higher speeds later on, of course.
Take effective observations before moving off. Yeah?
Yep. Next one, of course, we need to do it at higher speeds, so we'll do that.
It's going to be awful, isn't it?
So these ones are ABS and ESC. This ESC is electronic stability control, which this car doesn't have, but it has ABS.
Are they the same?
No. ABS is the braking system that lets the brakes off. Electronic stability control, let's say for example the car skidded and it started to turn that way. Electronic stability control would put the brake on the front on the front left wheel to pull you back that way or the other way. So it'll actually stop the car from moving by popping each brake on individually. Fantastic stuff, really clever. So that doesn't have it on here, but the red light that you see coming on with a handbrake, then when you let the handbrake go, that goes off. If there was something the matter with the ABS, that light would stay on.
Right. So is that what we should check afterwards as well? Using the brake?
No, well, that's fine. They can take that. But in your normal running checks of a morning when you start the car, you would check that, and it would tell you that the brakes were working okay. What it's also a good idea to do, and I do it every morning before when I first use the car, is as you're driving it, just before once you're moving, just make sure there's nobody around. Dab the brakes on and make sure the car doesn't pull in one direction or another, because that tells you there's something the matter with your brakes as well. You can also listen for sounds like crunching noises and scraping noises. I can tell you there's something the matter with your brakes too. So that's what that's about. And then again, you can check the test thing at 165. Tells you what it's all about.
So I know what that is. 165. Controlled stop.
Can you stop it quickly? Under control. And then do you take the right observations before you move off again? That's what it's about.
Is that it?
It's fairly straightforward, isn't it? You're just stopping the way you would do normally, except a lot quicker.
What's SD?
Serious, dangerous.
So it's dangerous. What was different?
If you... A serious would be where you skidded and the car slid round to that would possibly be a serious. A dangerous might be if you lost control of the car. If it's skidded and you got it straight, it all depends. They have what they call a fault escalating scale. If you're stopping it quickly, that's great. If you're stopping it quickly and it's skidding, that's maybe a serious. If it's skidding and it's starting to slide around, you haven't control of that, could be dangerous.
How fast would you have to go?
They'll get you to do it on roads like we've done it here. You'll not be doing it
So
more
I'd
than
have to
30. Definitely not be doing it more
Would
than
you have to
30
go round? I'm scared. I always stay at like 20. Right, if you get me.
Well, yeah, the roads that we've been practicing on, though, it's been the right speed, hasn't it? Now, as we move onwards, we're going to be moving into places where you'll be doing 30 and 40, where it's important that you do get up to speed. Where we've been practicing, the speeds we've been doing have been fine. Where the road's been open, you've picked your speed up. Where it's been tight and there's been things around, you've slowed it
Because
down.
I don't want to go to 30 when I know damn well, like, there is people walking about and there's loads of parked cars around, so you can't even...
We call it the golden rule. Never drive so fast that you cannot stop safely within the distance you can see to be clear. That's what good drivers always do. And if you're doing that, job's a good one. You'll never get marked down. The speeds you've been travelling this morning, you'll never get a mark on the form for them saying that was too slow. Because it wasn't. You acted upon what you saw. I tell a fib. There was one where we came up to that corner and you went really, really slow, where you could have gone around a little bit quicker. Worst case
Which
there,
corner?
remember when there was a red car in the corner? And we came down and you went down to first, where second might have done.
Oh, yeah.
That was maybe a bit slow, but only a bit.
Would you mark me
Everything
down
else.
for that?
If it was only one episode, no. If that's a one-off, you're looking, and you haven't affected anybody, so there's no minor. But if there'd been somebody behind you, you would definitely get a minor for that because you've held them up. So, what have we got? We have another thing to do. We said also perhaps about you've got to be at college for one, haven't you? It's just working out whether we've got. Is this your first day today?
I started last Thursday.
Oh, are you enjoying it?
Yeah, it's alright. Like, I don't know, it's hard to get back into the routine, so I've had a year off.
Yeah. So, we need to mark those in, don't we? That's cool. Reverse the road.
Should I do like turning the road and...
Well, these are the rest of the reverse to the right, bare parking and turning the road are all control exercises, which we maybe look at those for doing next time and maybe do all of them. Of course, in terms of driving to college, we've got a lot of traffic to cross there, so I'll probably have to drive you there.
That's fine.
So how was that for today? Happy? Things are starting to get ticked off, aren't they? We're getting there. Crossroads we need to mark our targets off for. Did we leave some? I don't think we did we? They're all
number did I go up to emergency stop?
There was only one missing, wasn't it?
Just 7.
Number 7. No, number 5. You know that one. Control stop. You've
okay.
checked that one.
I forgot.
So it's number 5 that we didn't. And then on Crossroads. Obviously, we'll be coming back to these time and time again. Number 7 on Crossroads.
What's it with roundabouts? I've already done some of them.
You have, really. But we need to do some busier ones and bigger ones and multi-lane ones. There's loads. So again, we can start at the check a few, but then it's a case of moving off onto the busier ones here, there and everywhere. And there's some roundabouts that are quite high speed. So it's taking what we've got now, really, and putting it into different situations. Because there's nothing, in terms of controlling the car at junctions and stuff, there's nothing new to learn. There's some brushing up to do on the, getting the right gears and things, but we're doing junctions as we do everything else. That's a fairly good set. So in terms of, when you're doing your reflection, there's lots of ways forward for us. We could do the manoeuvres, we could push forward and start doing maybe some slightly busier junctions, or, and there's nothing wrong with this, just consolidating everything we've got and getting it so that you feel absolutely confident on it, and then moving on. It doesn't matter which way you do it, really. If you're moving on, yes, you're getting to the new lesson, but you're still having to do some, if you like, signing those off. Entirely up to you. So, where's the other one? On Crossroads, it was everything except number 7, wasn't it? An emergency stop, everything except number... We've got a couple here that we need to go back to as well. Number 5, I lost it. Oh, that's why we did those last week, didn't we? So these ones, we are number 7 on gears. Going forward the right way. Anticipate when you need to change gear to deal effectively with major uphill or downhill gradients. Are you happy to sign that one off? And on our coordination, it was number 6. So while we're doing new stuff, you're always filling in the gaps here.
It's mirrors, isn't it?
It will effective use of the mirror, so I'm aware of what's behind it, particularly before doing any of the actions mentioned in 1. What do you reckon?
Yeah, so that's like when I'm doing these, keep stopping in observations, isn't it? And that.
The only thing we flagged up was the right blind spot we sometimes need to be aware of, but your mirror work, what do you reckon? Just rub that out. Number 6. It's like playing bingo, isn't it? You fill that all up, shout house. It's very sad, I know, sorry.
I would just look at them.
6, parallel parking. We had a 1 in that from last time that we didn't do. I think it was the busier places, wasn't it? Fine. Under more testing circumstances, narrower roads between parked vehicles with the potential pressure of other road users. Yeah, we still need to find places where we'll do that later on, like on the likes of Roper Gate, that kind of stuff. Not bad, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 topics. That's not bad, is it?
10.
Oh, sorry, yeah. So if you wanted to go back over some of those, that would be fine.
Well, I kind of have really with my gears and that.
Well, it might be worthwhile as well just doing a continued a lesson where we did all of those, like Crossroads, T-junctions, roundabouts, and just nailed them all, just to get a bit more miles on your belt as well, really. I'll leave it with you, though. Well done. I'll let you have that, and I'll swap your seats and I'll take you to college.
Okay.